Hey boys, welcome back to some more Nrl Supercoach. It's going to be the round 5 review, and we had a pretty stellar week. As you can see, topping 1300, 1304, and we moved up 6828 to be sitting nicely in 3,500 overall. I mean, you know, it's early-ish still in the season, so we're moving up and down pretty quickly, but I feel like that this week especially, I'm pretty happy with the team going forward. We've got a lot of the upside guys. It's about nailing the captaincy, and this week we did, as I'm sure you can tell. But yeah, after last week and just the killer of captaining a guy that gets injured again, it's been rough the last couple of years. I feel like we've had our fair share of dud captains, but it feels good to finally get the top scoring captain for the major guys anyway. So yeah, sitting 3.5k overall feels pretty good. If we can just keep a bit of momentum, I feel like we can, start pushing for that top 1k, and then, just consolidate. That would be lovely. But obviously, it can change pretty quickly. Old Supercoach. But let us run through the team, how we did per player. So, starting with the dummy halves, we did play Starling once again over Mamazoulis, which I feel pretty good about. Starling punched out a 51. Again, I gotta be honest, I don't understand Ricky Stewart at all. Like, obviously they won the game, so he's not going to face any sort of discussion about selection or interchange. But like, Starling plays again like 50. What do you play? 50 minutes, 55 minutes maybe. Looks incredible. Like, Starling looks so good out of dummy half. Defensively, absolutely rock solid. He played 52 minutes. Rock solid out of dummy half. Looks threatening with ball in hand. Goes off. And I get that Owen Paddy is a very good young player as well. But when they were losing in that game, I was just looking at the team being like, okay, 10-15 minutes to go in this match. Surely you put on Starling / Horsburgh. Horsburgh the same. Like, he didn't put either of those two guys on when they were chasing points. Again, they ended up winning, so it's like, okay, what can you really say? But I don't know. I don't know what to say about Starling. He looks so good. Like, he looks so good. He obviously got that nice try assist off the kick, but just in general, like, he's looking the form dummy half, but he's playing 50 minutes. I'm like, if he just played a few more. But there's obviously a discussion with our dummy halves now. Obviously, Mamazoulis scoring a 39. That was always going to happen. Mamazoulis is not... he's jagged some attacking stats this season, which have been lovely, but he's obviously gonna... What's he got now? He's still only got a 39 break even. It's surprising, like, it's just the way you score points, because obviously Starling, he's got a 55 break even. I guess he is 20k more, but Mamazoulis still could make a little bit of cash, but it's probably... it's definitely a conversation for these guys. And there is a player that I feel like a lot of people are going to go to, but I'm very keen on as well. And it's not a dummy half. But yeah, Mamazoulis, he is locked into 80 minutes. So it is a question of who do you get rid of. And we'll obviously discuss that in another video. But, they've been great. They've been sensational for us, making money. Scoring points, it's been fantastic. The front row forwards, Payne Haas with a 51. Back down to earth. He could, it's unrealistic to think he could just keep punching out like 90 plus score in like just power and base. He didn't get much ball when he was on the field. He only played the 50 minutes. Obviously, the Broncos ended up running away with his game, so that was always a little bit of a concern with Payne Haas. I'm not going to lie. I'll talk about the captaincy after we go through the team, but I was very close to chucking it on Payne Haas, but just the chance that the Broncos put a score on, I did end up obviously not doing it, and that was probably the main reason, just because he might play fewer minutes. Terrell May, 69 points. I'm pretty sure he played like 70 minutes. Like, just, I mean, just a set and forget. Naf White with 55. I'm not going to lie, I was half thinking maybe it is time for Naf White to potentially go, but the Roosters, once again, Lindsay Collins is now missing a bunch of weeks with a medial. I think, well, Victor Radley's still out. So, I mean, he's going to hold his spot for now. I mean, he's got a break even of 38. He's 550k. Like, he could go on. I just want to see. I don't think that. I'm not attached to holding him long term, although he does play the bye and the backup game, which is handy. But it's one of those ones, and I've talked about this before, and I'll remind myself that I'm not going to keep players who are like, you know, pretty mid, just because they cover the bye, right? Because a lot of times, like, you'll be like, oh, I've got like 14 players, and then your like two lowest scores will be like 30 and 40. It's like, okay, it didn't move the needle at all. Like, I might as well have not held the players, but I don't know. Now, for what is... he's so close to being on the cusp of like a keeper, like a long-term keeper. Like, he's a gun. Like, he's got a tackle bust, he's got an offload. It's just the minutes are the big thing. He played 49 minutes in this, 55 points. Like, with the injuries now, hopefully that punches up to the late 50s, but we'll see. I don't know. It's an interesting rotation still. Obviously, Emery Gula still had suspended. He could definitely be, well, I mean, he can go at any point, or he can just be held for now. Like, there's no like rush to trade Gula out, but there are some options for sure. And like I said, we do have 500k in the bank, so we can make. It's gonna be, so. I think I should only make one trade this week, but I'm not going to lie, it's going to be very tough not to go with two trades, but we'll see. The back row, so Tino scored a 67, obviously sin bin in the first couple of minutes, then played the rest of the game straight. He updated a lot. And there's another Titan here as well, Jaden Campbell. The scoring was all over the shop. Like, I looked at this at the end of the game, and I was like, he was on like 48, 49, and I just couldn't believe it. I'm like, I know he would have got the negative points from the sin bin, but he played 63 minutes. I was like, there's no shot he's going to finish on like under 50. Like, it felt like he was in everything. So, yeah, I don't know. I think he's suspended for a week. But, I mean, we have the cover for him, so it's okay. Obviously, a bit of a pain for people, but, yeah, Tino could be out this week unless they challenge it. Horsburgh, like I was talking about with Starling, played... What did he play? 60 minutes straight, I think it was? No, he only played 52. 52 minutes straight and then didn't come back on. Pretty much the same as Starling. I just couldn't believe it. And again... It pisses me off because the Raiders ended up winning, and it was like, but the last like 10 minutes, how do you not put Horsburgh or Starling through the middle to get some fucking leg speed and attack? Like, I don't understand. I know they did win, but I don't know, man. I mean, he's playing 50 minutes, he's scoring 60-odd points. Like, you cannot fault it. He's going like a madman when he's out there, so it's fine. Matty Nicholson, 91 points. You love to see it. I mean, the first couple of minutes where he scored that try, it just there's no better feeling in Supercoach. Like, a player you own scoring a try, but not only scoring a try. Like, he obviously had the line break, but he had like 4 tackle busts in that one play. It was absolute chef's kiss. It was such a big point scoring play. It felt damn good. So that obviously makes me feel a lot better about trading. I mean, it was pretty much safer to Nicholson, so that feels pretty good for that one now. Hamoli Olakau'atu, 86 points. You love to see it. Obviously, Manly were pretty shocking in this one. I mean, the thing about it, like, Manly looked really good when they had the footy. There was like a moment in that second half, or like a time frame in that second half, where it felt like they didn't touch the ball for like 15, 20 minutes. The Storm just kept scoring, kicking off, down the field, scoring. It was insane. So Manly, it felt like they had no football. I still don't really rate Melbourne's defense because Manly still scored when they had a few opportunities, and obviously Manly's attack is still very good. So I still don't really know what to think about the Storm. Like, I mean, they were very good, but again, like defensively, I don't know, they're just not what they were for sure. But Manly disappointing, just. Yeah, I mean, tough game for them, tough game. But yeah, Ola Kawatu, it feels good when your team gets flogged, but Ola Kawatu gets 80-odd points. That is a nice little bonus. Lockie Hubner, 64, absolute gun. Like, obviously, it's a bit inflated. He did get an early try assist. I think he's more typically going to be that 40 to 50 guy, a bit of a plotter, I think, but he's going to make some good cash. He's going to be a decent play when needed. He's playing big minutes, 63 minutes this one. Yeah, I mean, he's just a rock solid cheapie. Like, can't go wrong there. And he's an absolute gem of a player. Like, he is very, very good. I love watching him. Then the halves. So Nathan Cleary also updated a lot. Now, I had the vice captaincy on Cleary. I'm not going to lie, at the end of this game, he was on, I think, 79, and I expected him to update to about 100. Like, I actually thought he would update to 100 just because there were just a couple of, I think, a line break or a line break assist that they definitely didn't pay at the time. And I was like, nah, he's definitely getting more points than this. So there was a temptation to take the loop, but obviously I'm glad I did not. But yeah, 94 points. You're pretty happy with that for Nathan Cleary. Not at his absolute best. I mean, Penrith not at their best. Again, pretty poor display by Penrith. It's got to be said. But, you know, it was going to happen eventually. It was always going to happen eventually. Sandon Smith, 65 points. Again, going to make good money. I'm surprised he's actually still only 374. I mean, I guess, like, we've just been, like, we've been absolutely blessed with money makers. Like, I look at the dummy halves. I'm like, Starling's at 480. Mamazulis at 460. I mean, granted, they both started a little bit more expensive. So, there's that. But Sandon Smith, 374, like, he's made great cash, but you look at him, you're like, oh, it's not that good compared to, like, some of the other, like, center wingers. Like, it's just been insane, the money making this year. Like, that's why I think there's going to be a lot of cheapies or, like, cheaper options that, I mean, you could still go if you do need money, but, like, I feel like the money is absolutely sorted this year. It's going to be, you're going to have to, like, screw things up pretty badly to, like, run out of money, I guess. But, yeah, Sandon Smith now got a negative 7 break even. Just, I mean, going to keep him there till, I guess, Semi Walker does return and takes over the goal kicking, basically. Jaden Campbell, one of our big trade-ins. Dude, oh my God, the Titans. I was thinking about this. The Roosters they'd be like probably the most frustrating team to support, I feel like. Just obviously, yeah, people might be like, no, the Tigers, they won like 3 spoons in a row. But nah, I feel like the fucking Roosters, like, just the errors, the penalties. Watching that game on the weekend, the Roosters were like doing my head in. I just couldn't believe what I was seeing. How did they lose to the Rabbitohs without their halves and a winger went down? Like, what are you doing? They must be so frustrating to watch and support. But the Titans give them a run for their money because, my God, like, they look so good and then they dish up that. Like, and this was the weekend, right? Dolphins, Titans, they're my, like, bogey team. Whoever I tip, whoever, like, I need to go well, just shits the bed. So this game, obviously they were playing each other, so it was never going to work out well for me. And the Titans were fucking dreadful. Jaden Campbell, obviously the big recruit into the team. Another big upgrade. He was on like 28, 29 at the end of the game. And again, I'm not going to lie, I did think he was going to get some points. I wasn't sure exactly what they were going to give him because I know for a fact I think he got a line break and a line break assist. Now, I'm pretty sure the line break assist I was positive he was going to get. The line break, I mean, I thought he should, but it was a bit of a weird one because the ball got like knocked down and then he picked it up and like went straight through. So I thought they might dud him there just because the ball like hit the deck and they might have acted like it was an error. And there's sometimes funny with those, but yeah, they gave him the line break, which is fair enough. Like, he picked it up and went straight through. Like, it was definitely a line break. So, again, people might look at the updates and be like, that's bullshit. But, like, it was fair enough. Like, the scoring was a bit shoddy over the weekend. But, it was nice to look on, I don't know, Sunday, and Campbell updated to 52. It was a nice little boost for sure, because originally his break even I think was 39 and he was going to lose money, but obviously he updated, so he did make a little bit of cash. I still feel good about Campbell. Like, he was, I mean, the Titans were awful. Campbell wasn't really involved. He still scored 52 points. Like, I feel pretty good about holding Campbell. They've got a pretty good draw coming up. They got a decent bye schedule after the first major bye. They cover a lot of games, so I feel good about the Campbell play. I mean, obviously in hindsight, I'm like, oh, should have got Dylan Brown, but nah, I feel good about holding Campbell. He's going to be a season keeper. Obviously, we ended up holding Luka Metcalf, which, yeah, I still think is a bit of a pod play. I'm probably going to be scared to play him most weeks, but any easy matchups, like, I'm happy to pull the plug on. I mean, or pull the trigger. I'm not going to play him this week against Melbourne at Amy Park, but there'll be some matchups. The centre wing, so Garrick with a 53. I mean, I've seen my God, dude, people are so fucking weird. Like, I've seen so many people on Twitter questioning, like, do we sell Garrick? I'm like, what? Like, I mean, sure, like, if you haven't used many trades and you want to use his cash, they got a bit of a tough draw coming up, like, okay, I guess, like, sure, but I just don't, like, Garrick is a guy you can just have in your team the whole season. He's not really going to let you down. Obviously, barring injury or whatever, you just play him and you take the odd lower score, but he still scored 53. He missed like fucking 3 goals. So all of a sudden, that's, what's that? 4-8-12 plus -6 from the miss. So that's 18 points right there if he kicked all the goals. Now, obviously, you know, he's not going to kick every single goal, but like, that's best case scenario. He could have had an extra 18 points right off rip, and Manly were awful. Like, he didn't have too much good footy. I don't think he got any major attacking stats. He might have had a line break, but yeah, like, I don't know. I don't really understand the discussion of selling Garrick, but if you want to, like, go for it. I just think it's a sideways, like, yeah, bring in like a Lomax or like a Farnworth. Like, I don't know. I just don't really understand. Like, it's a sideways trade in my opinion. You don't have to do it, but you know, people can do what they want. I'm not trying to tell people not to do it, although I literally did say that. Do what you want. Greg Marju 42. Honestly, I will take that. He also updated a lot. He was on like 33, like our fucking boy Kalen Ponga. We'll talk about in a second. Oh my God. But yeah, Greggy Marju 42. Obviously, I mean, I still feel good about holding him. He looks strong. It was just the Knights, bro. Oh my God. The weekend of frustrating teams. The Roosters, onto the Titans, onto the fucking Knights. I think the Knights topped it. The Knights topped it just because I had more, obviously, Supercoach relevant players as well. But my God, when the Knights are bad, they are really bad. Now, I will say, obviously, it's probably a little harsh because, I mean, they are missing their 2 starting back rowers in Pierce Paul and Dylan Lucas. They fucking Saifidi did his calf running onto the fucking field, so they're down a prop the whole game, and then James Schiller fucking copped a nasty knock in the opening couple of minutes, and he was gone. So it's a little harsh, but it's just the way the Knights play, and we'll get to Ponga in a second. He's a big part of it, but you'll take 42. It's fine. Jesse Arthur's 60. Thank God, basically. I mean, he he can go low. He can go low. So I mean, I'm still happy to keep Arthur's. He's got, again, a 60 break even. The Roosters into New Zealand, and then honestly, after these two games, you could definitely potentially flip him on, but I don't know. I'm not in a rush to get rid of him yet, but obviously you don't want him to start leaking cash, which if the Broncos continue to attack, like, he'll be fine, but yeah, it's a little concerning. Just, he can go very low. That's the only thing. He could pull out a 15 to a 20, and all of a sudden he could leak cash pretty quickly, but I'm happy to hold for a couple of weeks, I think. Thomas Jenkins, 66. Could have been 90 if McLean did. I mean, I felt pretty good about this. Obviously, I was pretty happy the Cowboys beat the Panthers. Obviously, I wasn't, like, that's the thing. Jenkins is owned by fucking everybody who knows what they're doing, so it didn't matter. He didn't score. It was just very funny that the Cowboys won and McLean bombed the fucking try, so he still scored 66. He's an absolute gun. I mean, honestly, could be a keeper if he holds a spot. Like, it'll be interesting to see what happens when, obviously, Toto comes back. Is he going to hold a spot on the wing or in the centres? I don't know. We'll see what happens. We'll cross the bridge when it comes, but for now, it is another money maker. He's going to make a shitload of cash. Shibazaki, 33. Again, back down to earth. He scored that try. I'll take the try. Oh, we'll take the try, dude. A little bit of junk at the end to help the score slightly. -2 break even. It was a weird game. I mean, the Broncos put a lot of points on. The Tigers scored a few points as well. But yeah, it was a low-scoring Supercoach game, which, yeah, just, I don't know. It sometimes happens. It was a weird game overall. But I thought the Broncos were actually pretty poor for the most part. But they obviously got a bit of a runaway lead at the end. But yeah, still a -2 break even. I don't know. I mean, our team is looking pretty strong now, so we probably don't have to keep playing him, but it is not, like, the attack is there still when they're on. Jackson Purdue, 88. I mean, I feel damn good about the Purdue pickup. Obviously, if you went Tamale over Purdue, also very good, but yeah, I'm happy I held strong on Purdue. I felt good about, I said this when it happened, like, when a lot of people going Purdue to a Arthur's or a Tamale or someone of that ilk, I was saying that he looks threatening with the ball, so I think there's points coming. It's just, hopefully he can hold the spot, and thankfully the Cowboys they've turned it around. They're starting to play better footy. Purdue is seeing some good footy on that edge. And yeah, I mean, it's the good side for him. Like, that's where Val Holmes scored a shitload of points. So I got to start playing him. I mean, taking on the Rabbitohs this week, it's not a bad matchup. We could take the Puns. He's gone, barring the first two games, and even he got sin bin in this one, still scored 36, but 67, 51, and then 88 against Penrith. South, Gold Coast, New Zealand, Penrith again. So, yeah, feels good. And then Rob Toya, 45. It seems like he is going to hold the spot over... Seems like Dom Young is going to get dropped if Nwanga Nitawaze comes back in, if he's fit to go. It seems like he'll go to the wing, and Toya and Billy Smith will stay in the centres. Obviously, it could change, but I thought Toya... If it was it was a good test. Like, he had Mitchell to contend with for, like, the first half. Obviously, the second half, Mitchell went into the halves, so he got a little reprieve, but he did a great job. I mean, Latrell Mitchell threw a lot at him, but he held fast, so that's obviously good signs going forward for Rob Toya. Defensively, I mean, the Roosters were pretty shocking, but I thought a few of their young guys were pretty good in this one. So, yeah, should still make good money, Robert Toya. And then the fullbacks, oh, baby. Clint Gutherson, 130. Oh, it just feels damn good. I mean, it just made the weekend so stress-free. And I've talked about it the opposite. I still hate the captaincy rule in Supercoach. Like, I've been dudded plenty of times. I've had a couple of good ones for sure, but I still think it's a bad fucking system. Like, your whole round hinges on your captain, right? Like, if I didn't captain Gutherson, I'd probably captain Haas, and my round is like, it's not shocking, but it's not good, and it pretty much ruins the round for me. So, like, why is one fucking random decision so impactful? I know I keep talking about it, but I thought it's fair to bring it up even when I do well with the captaincy. I know they're never going to change it for, like, the main Supercoach arena, but I don't know. I think it's something they should look at. Like, it just... like, if you get a bad captain, it, like, fucking ruins your whole round. Like, it just does. So, I don't know. I feel like, they're never going to change it, but I think they should look at it. But yeah, 130, love it. Isaiah Iongi, 107. Again, I did say that I felt like points were coming. It was a good matchup against the Dragons, who aren't necessarily great defensively. Obviously, Moses is hopefully back, like, somewhat soon, and I feel like it's going to be tough because there's obviously some really juicy targets in the fullback spot, but, like, you can't get rid of Iongi, obviously, for quite a while. The Parramatta Eels, I feel like they have a pretty okay draw coming up. It's like, okay. Canberra in Perth, I think it is. So that's a weird one. West, Sharks, Dolphins, Newcastle. They play the first bye and the backup game, which is handy. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do with the fullbacks. Like, it's going to be a hard choice to make when it comes to sort of, with a few of the guys like Drinky and even Pappenhausen to an extent. Latrell Mitchell, if he gets back to fullback, like... Yeah, a few interesting ones. And then Kalen Ponga with a 35. I think he dropped out. Yeah. So my boost to bring in Ponga, he fucking dropped out of my team, you motherfucker. Oh, dude. The same thing happened last week. My boost was a catastrophe. I brought in Nicholson. Who else did I bring in? I don't even remember. But... whenever I boosted, obviously I traded out Preston, who killed it, and I know Preston killed it again this week. I'm like, fuck you. His base is like out of control all of a sudden. I'm like, what are you doing? But yeah, Seyfarth killed it, but I still feel good about that. And even the guys I brought in didn't do that well. So hopefully this next week, the guy like Campbell, Ponga, my two big guns, like, just didn't do the job for me. So it is what it is. I still feel good about the team. It's just one of those ones. It's like, man, really? Like, I didn't bring Ponga in against the Dogs expecting him to go like 120, but I really thought after their game before the bye, where their attack was also shocking. And again, I talked about it before with all the players missing, but they had chances, and this is Ponga and the Knights. Like, fuck me. Their attack is so frustrating to watch, and Ponga is a big part of it because there's so many times where, like, they'll be inside the 20 and you see Ponga, he's just standing behind the play the ball. Like, he's not even sweeping to get into the play, or he just sits on the blind side and he doesn't go to the blind side to get the footy to do anything. He's just there to, like, get the structure right. He's not calling for it. He doesn't get it. They always go to the open and he's not there. It's like watching him and watching the Knights is fucking doing my head in. I'm like, what? Any of the elite fullbacks, they get involved inside the 20-meter line. Like, they're going right to left, left to right. They're getting involved on the attack. I don't understand what the fuck Ponga does sometimes. Like, there's games, the game before the bye and this game against the Dogs, it was so apparent where he's just standing behind the play the ball, and I fucking doing my head in. Even like the Knights, like watching that game, obviously the Dogs were very good, right? Defensively great, but like the Knights were just like, you have to throw something at them. Like, they were just going through the motions. Ponga wasn't touching the ball for any of the tackles. Obviously, like, you know, trying to get out of their zone, fair enough, tough work. But you would think at points you have to fucking get into a bit of shape, even inside your own half, to throw something different. Like, you're down like 20-0 and you're just taking hit-ups and then kicking the ball fucking long and high. Like, what are you doing? But I could rant about the Knights attack for a while, but we'll call it there. I still feel fine about Ponga. Like, he's obviously going to start scoring points. Like, you just know he will, but far out, he can be so frustrating to watch, dude. He can be so frustrating. But yeah, having a look at the team going forward, like I said, obviously the dummy halves, we have to make a decision on what we're going to do, because, I mean, you don't want them to start leaking cash. I mean, if Starling's minutes don't increase, he's at 500k. Like, it's a good tipping point. Mamazoulis is playing 80 minutes, so I don't know. Who would I rather? Like, I feel like Starling is still the far better Supercoach player, but only playing 50 minutes, it really limits the potential scores. Like, he can still score tries and get some attack, but it just really limits it. The forward pack is still strong. Obviously, there's a couple of big guns we would love to potentially bring in, but I don't think we don't have to do it yet. I mean, the guy I was talking about at the start, who's not a dummy half, is Jerome Hughes. I think Jerome Hughes is probably the play. Like, there's still a part of me that's like, could you go Nico Hines? But I feel like, I don't know. I feel like I've never owned Jerome Hughes in Supercoach. The last couple of years, he's been absolutely dominant and killing it. But there's always been something for me that I'm like, he's not a goal kicker. The Storm have like plenty of chefs. Like, I always feel like wrong going him, but he's done it for a while now. It's not like a flash in the pan for Hughes. Like, he's been the main guy for a long time now. His combo with Ali Katoa, he loves his show and go himself. Like, he's always backing up. Like, I think he's the play. He's the play, and we could easily go either of these guys to him, and then Sandon Smith can go back to dummy half, which is fine. So then we'd run a Cleary-Hughes combo. I mean, I didn't even think about it. I was like, I'm going to get Cleary and Hines eventually, but fuck, I guess now, like, I think you just go Hughes, honestly. I think you do, but you could wait. You could wait on that. And then the centre wing, obviously there's some big moves we can make there. A few of these guys, they're obviously starting to peak. And then the fullbacks, I don't know. I don't really know what I'm going to do with the fullbacks, but Gutherson could be a season keeper. Iongi, obviously, I mean, he could be very good. And then when Mitch Moses comes back, I think he'll be even better. And then Kalen Ponga, obviously Ponga, but there's other good options. It's an interesting one. Let's have a bit of a quick look around the grounds to see how the players went. So yeah, Raiders, Sharkies. So Hudson Young, even with a sin bin, scored 110. He's always one of those tourists that go under the radar, but he's a genuine gun. Joey Tarpany, I think he had about fucking 10 offloads in this game, like just monstrous. Tamale with a 54, so still making money. Not much else doing. Ethan Strange really fallen off a cliff. Like, he was like one of the best cheapies a couple of years ago, but yeah, just not really relevant anymore Supercoach wise. The Sharkies, so Nicara with an 87 with 2 tries. Fanil Blake again 73 points. Just, I mean, continues to score well. Nico Hines 48 points. 48. Whew. That's rough. That's rough. I mean, the Sharks are pretty poor in this one, honestly, to lose in this fashion. Jesse Ramian 43. I was sort of half tempted by Ramian, but nah, I think it was Eero or bust, and obviously Eero's out now. Stone Street 33. Trindle with a 17. It's either Trindle and Hines go like a ton each, or they go fucking dreadful. It's not in between. Then we have the Panthers Cows. So Cleary, with an 85, bit of a bounce back. Casey McLean 68. Dane Laurie was pretty good at the back. Obviously, Dylan Edwards will be back soon, so that'll help him quite a bit. But yeah, still the forward pack is just a bit fucking weak, honestly, compared to what it has been. Lindsay Smith continues to do well, 61. Papali'i, you always sort of felt like he could become relevant in Supercoach, but I can't see it happening. I honestly can't see it really happening. Alamotti, Isaac Tunga, obviously if you went the pod of Alamotti a couple of weeks ago, you'd be a little fucking pissed because he scored a couple of, I mean, not absolute shockers, but not what you would hope against a couple of easier teams. The Cows, Talangi and Purdue tops it. Drinky, I mean, I've been talking about Drinky for a while. He is the guy that I'm very tempted by. It's just, I can't get him in. Like, he's got the Rabbits, Titans, Warriors, Penrith again, Manly. He's 690k. So he's at a good price with the 63 break even. He's goal kicking. He's not quite getting the big scores though. So yeah, I just can't. I can't get him in though. Like, I just can't. So unfortunately, I mean, it's a good and a bad thing. Like, my fullbacks, there's no one I want to trade out. So yeah, but I think Drinky is definitely a potential play at some point, maybe. Actually no. I also wanted to look. Nanai with a 49. I feel like he's starting to look really good, Nanai. He's still not getting the massive minutes. What is he? 500k, 50 break even. How many minutes did he play? He's still only 48. Like, surely he starts. Like, I feel like, when he gets the start back, dude, I don't know. You could take the punt on him because he's looking good. I feel like he's probably earned the starting spot back by this point, but I don't know. Todd Payton doesn't seem to think so. Johnny Bateman there, 38. Yeah, not much else doing, but I'm still keen on Nanai potentially as a sneaky one. The Rabbits Roosters. So Totola topping the scorers there, 73. Jai Gray, Kalamatangi, Latrell Mitchell, 51. I mean, bailed out, I guess, with the scoring with that late try assist. He was never going. I mean, obviously going to centre, he could have scored well, but then going to 5'8", where he really didn't do. Like, he was mainly there to kick the ball. Like, I still don't know how the Rabbitohs won this game. Like, they didn't look like scoring. I have no idea. I have no idea how the Rabbitohs won this game. But yeah, Mitchell with a 51. He's definitely going to lose some cash in the coming weeks, especially if he plays 5'8". Like, he could go well, but he's not going to quite have the freedom as he would at fullback to insert himself. So I think he could get at a pretty juicy price. Mamazoulis, yeah, not much else doing. Obviously, Humphreys and Walker and Ravlar are all out. Humphreys, if you had him, that's a fucking dagger. Thankfully for you, like, he hasn't lost that much cash with that. It's only 16k. I mean, he's a trade out now. I think you could easily go him to like Nico Hines, basically. Like, I think that would be the option. Not Hines, Jerome Hughes. If you could have the money, the funds to do it. But yeah, it's obviously rough if you played him, but he didn't lose that much cash, so it's not the end of the world. The Roosters, so Seal Wong 119. I mean, I've been talking about him. Obviously, I never picked him up, but I've been talking about him. It was just one of those ones where, like, it was never really the week to get him, and now it's too far gone. He's over 500k. Honestly, I'm not paying 500k for Sia Wong. I mean, it's still like good value if he's playing 80 minutes on the edge, but there's always the risk of, like, is he going to stay on the edge for 80 minutes? So can't do it. But yeah, it would have been nice to get him at the start of the year, honestly. Like, it was out of like him and Naf White for that, like, mid-range Roosters forward. But we didn't, like, Wong's role was, like, really up in the air. Naf White was pretty secured. Naf White's been killer, so I can't complain. But obviously, if you had both, it'd be pretty nice. Tedesco, 101. I mean, again, like Drinkwater, Tedesco is also very, very juicy. He's obviously a lot more expensive, 840. I think... I mean, he plays the first two major buys and both backups. So I think it's going to be hard in like round 11 or round 12 not to go straight to Tedesco. Like, playing both buys and the backups is huge. And you know what you're going to get. He's going to be very expensive, but he's going to just get involved. So, yeah, Tedesco obviously very tempting. Billy Smith, he's just the gift, right? Like, the Shibazaki, Jesse Arthurs, Purdue, any of these guys, when they've peaked, when they look a little bit susceptible to losing cash, Billy Smith comes up. Obviously, this is his first game, so we get another look. He's only 300k. He's like the ultimate downgrade. Obviously, he's not cheapy price, but I mean, he's at a very good price and he's a good scorer. So it's literally the perfect time for him, for Billy Smith to come back, bro. It's so perfect. So I think next week, I think Billy Smith is going to be like number one traded in. Angus Crichton with a 70. I think I'm just going to forego Crichton as well. I talked about it. I know, like, it is a fair way out to talk about Origin, but, like, it's still on the radar, and I think Crichton is going to miss a lot of footy. He's going to play Origin, so I think there's probably better back rollers as well at the moment. Well, don't know about better, but, I mean, Alligator is obviously very Supercoach friendly. He's going to have great coverage, so... I don't know. You could still go. I don't know. It's going to be... There'll be choices to make with the second row. That is for sure. Anyone else of note? Connor Watson, 55. Didn't play the full 80 in this one, which would sting owners. I was really tempted to go with the Connor Watson, but yeah, he's 55 points. Like, I don't know. The dummy halves are just fucking shocking. Eels, Dragons. Oh boy, this is a nice one. So Iongi 107, Dylan Brown with a 93, Ponga 77. He is obviously a guy people are going to go to this week. He's made a bit of cash. There's obviously more cash to come. I think this is one where I'm gonna let it go through to the keeper. I mean, I don't know. We'll have a look at trades, but I think for me, again, the money is not a factor. Like, I don't need money at the moment, so I don't need to get Katonga in. It'd be nice, and if you do need a bit of money, obviously he is an option, but I don't know if I love it. Zach Lomax, it seems like he is going back to the wing, according to Riles, which is good. Again, I just can't... The problem is, like, I don't want to bring him in until Moses is back, but by the time Moses is back, like, it's every chance he's going to be really close to Origin, and I think there's every chance Lomax gets picked on the wing in Origin, right? Like, I'd be shocked if he doesn't get picked. If he goes back to the wing in Clubland, I think he's arguably the best winger in the comp. Like, To'o's injured as well, so, like, I think Lomax, like, he just might not be the right time for Lomax, but we'll see. We'll see. There's obviously some big centre wingers to target. Riley Smith. So Riley Smith, 36. I don't understand I don't understand the fucking Hopgood at dummy half for 20 minutes, 15, 20, and then Smith playing. I get it, but like, I don't know. I also don't. But yeah, I think it puts a little bit of a kibosh on Riley Smith. Like, you could still go him. It's just annoying. Like, if he was playing 80 minutes, but just the score, like, 35 minutes, 27, 32 minutes, 31, 65, 36. I don't know. If he was guaranteed 80, I think a downgrade to him would be nice, but I don't trust it. Clint Gutherson, Val Holmes, Tui Pilotu scored a try, which is good. Dylan Egan looks an absolute goer. He could be, like, I actually probably prefer, like, a Dylan Egan over Ponga. He's a bottom dollar cheapie. He's playing big minutes as well. Like, he's coming on the edge, and Leilua's going up. Like, I don't know what's going on there, but you could take a punt that he looks like an absolute goer. Like, I really like the look of Dylan Egan. I don't mind him, honestly, if you wanted a downgrade option. Yeah, he is tempting. He is tempting for sure. Because Luciano, I don't know if he got injured or not, but yeah, he only played like 50. Yeah, 49 minutes. He's been shit, like really bad. I don't know what's doing there. I don't know, but yeah. Also, Laurie played fucking like 10 minutes. I don't know why even pick Laurie. Like, surely there's a guy you can chuck on. He's played 19 and 18. Like, what's doing? Like, I get, you know, like, Laurie's not in the long-term plans. Like, Gula's out suspended. But surely there's a young guy you could have on the bench to play 10 or 15 minutes. Like, why fucking have Laurie there? Like, I don't get it. But sure. I don't know. Moving on. What do we look at? Yeah. Titans, Dolphins. I don't even want to fucking look. Tino, Brimson, Campbell, fucking whatever. Fafita. Oh, what do you say about Fafita? So, obviously, he ended up starting because there was a late out, and Bo Firma went to the centers. Fafita started in the back row. He actually, like, defensively, he was pretty good. Like, I thought he was strong defensively, but he just, I don't know, like, 65 minutes. He didn't play the full 80. He looked absolutely gassed after a certain point. I mean, it's, again, the times were awful. They had a sin bin in the first couple of minutes, so they were, you know, a bit gassed as is. I still feel like Fafita's going to be a good pickup, but not yet. Obviously not yet. Like, he's going to come out with a big score, but, like, you just can't do it. You can't do it yet. He's just not looking good at all. Bo Fermor, obviously for owners, bit of a... I mean, this is what happened. This is why he's dual centre wing, because last year he went to centre a lot, and it always pissed me off. He actually scored okay at centre a few times. He got a couple of tries, but he's far better in the back row, that is for sure. So, annoying for owners with Fermor. Jermaine Asako punched out a big 100. Saifidi, Marshall King, Fido. Plath was 71, so... He scored another try. He was playing on the edge again, but obviously Gilbert was out suspended. If there is a dummy half, I actually think it is Max Plath that I am most keen on if he's playing at lock. And obviously, I think Gilbert's back this week, so we'll get a good idea if Plath will stay at lock or play on the edge. But if he's playing big minutes at lock, I actually do really like Plath as the number one hooker, honestly. Just the rock solid base with a bit of attack. I like it. Not on the edge. I don't like him on the edge at all, but in the middle, I really like it. Herbie Farnworth, 55. What's his price? He's sitting at tick under 700. Bit of a tough draw coming up. Not much else doing for the Dolphins. Broncos Tigers. So yeah, 46-24, and not a ton in this game. What are you talking about? I mean, I guess Willison, a bench forward, scoring 2 tries. Like, that's going to take away a fair few points for sure. Cobbo, 68. Walsh with a 66. Like, God, it's got to be frustrating owning Reece Walsh. Like, you'd be like, he's so close to going big, but he is lacking confidence. Like, he just is. Jesse Arthur's 60. Reynolds was really good. Obviously tweaked a hemi, but from reports today, apparently he's good. Like, it's the same thing with the turbo one. They're saying there's no actual injury. It was just a bit of tightness. So we'll see. We'll see what happens there. Not much else doing. Obviously Payne Haas, Shibazaki. Piakora, unfortunately, fucking sin-bitten again, but also then copping a really nasty head knock. So he will be gone for a while, I would say. I don't know. He's had a lot of head knocks in the past. I don't know. I don't know how long he's suspended for, but yeah, fuck, I don't know. The back row for the Broncos is in fucking shambles. I've never seen a team who's doing so well, their back rowers be so fucking ass. Like, if they had a couple of good back rowers, oh my god, can you imagine how good the Broncos would be if they had some bloody decent back rowers? Like, I know Ricky, I don't mind Ricky. I don't know. I go off and on about Ricky, but he's been okay this year. Obviously, it'll be good to have him back. He's suspended again this week, but he's been pretty rock solid. But man, oh man, like some of the other back rowers in the comp, like the Broncos are lacking for sure. Then the Tigers, Toa with the 94, Terrell May, Lucky Galvin. Not much else really doing. Adam Dewey, 39, so obviously I traded Dewey out for Campbell, and then he's got that fucking late try assist. I'm like, oh my god, he's going to score more than Campbell, but thankfully Campbell updated. Dewey only 39. He didn't goal kick, and then he did goal kick once. He missed it, then he didn't goal kick. So I feel good about the trading of Dewey. I feel like if he's got a groin issue, I think Coruscant will definitely kick over him while he's on the field. It's just when Coruscant goes off, then Dewey might have to kick goals, but yeah, I'm happy with the trade out. It just didn't really pay off this week, I guess, but not much else doing there. The Seagulls Storm, a couple of big scores. Talatau Kola 131. I mean, he always looks like he's going to be relevant, and then he just never, like when he plays fullback, he's so good. In center, like I don't understand. Like he's probably been better this year. Like, what has he done this year? No, not really. Like, I mean, he missed a bunch of minutes here. 38, 78, then his 67, then obviously a 131 helps, but he's just never been relevant in the centers. Lehigh at fullback, pretty good for people that jumped on him. Honestly, that's pretty damn good. Like, coming up against the Storm, he'd be very happy. Ruben Garrick, 53. Not much else really doing here. Yeah, then the Storm, Anderson killed it. Utukamanu definitely had his best game of the season. Scored a try, but also was very strong. Had a lot of tackle busts and looked good. Eli Katoa, fucking again 95. What's his price at? 750. Honestly, $59 break even. Very tempted to jump straight on Eli Katoa this week, but we'll see. Jerome Hughes with 93. He lost cash, so he's down to 780. He's got a 96 break even. He could definitely hit that against the Warriors, but there's like I really want Hughes, but you could wait. You could wait. I feel like I'm going to go one of Katoa or Hughes. It just I'm not sure who. I wouldn't mind holding off Hughes for a second, just because like he came back pretty damn early from that hand fracture. He did go off late in this game. I mean, it was obvious. I think it was just precautionary. Like there was no need for him to be out there, but I just want to see him get through another game. Like if he's good to go, like he probably is, but. Yeah, if I was going Katoa or Hughes, I'd probably lean Katoa just because the break evens. Cam Munster 93. He must have been on about fucking 80 after 20 minutes. My God, I was watching this game and I'm like, oh my God, Munster's going to go 200. But again, like it just happens so often, especially Munster. Like he had a try assist and a try, and then he pretty much didn't have anything the rest of the game. I was like, oh, thank God. Thank God, dude. Jack Howe with Pappenhausen 68. There was a little bit of concern that he'd done his hemi, but no, apparently just a cork glute. So he should be good to go. Again, it's just like I feel I'm happy not to own Pappenhausen. He's nervous not owning, but he's also very nervous to own because he's just a small body. Like he just cops a lot of knocks, and it's not that he's injury prone. People say fucking injury prone. He's not injury prone. He's just a small body, and he gets nasty hits occasionally. Like it's not injury prone like he's doing his hemis. Like I mean, he did that a few years ago, but it's not those type of injuries. Like they're contact injuries. I guess you could argue, but yeah, it'd just be a nervous own. So I'm happy not owning him for now. He can still come out and go fucking ballistic. Obviously, he kicked fucking kicked like every goal too from the sideline. I was like, what is happening? He's like, he couldn't miss. But yeah, still only 68 points. Harry Grant with a 53. So boy, oh boy, people that started Grant, I'd be fucking losing it. He's still 600k, but yeah, I don't know. I mean, should just have the cheapie dummy halves. And then yeah, not much else to talk about. I mean, Leo only 16, but I thought he was pretty good on debut. I thought he was very exciting. Then the doggies Knights. So yeah, fuck. Marnie 89, Kurt Mann, Preston with a 70. Oh, dude, I'm so mad. Oh, I mean, the fact Nicholson came out with a 90, it's fine, but man, 70 now. At least he's got the bye this week, which is nice, but far out, dude. I really hope he gets picked for Origin so he can fuck off. I just want him to go back to the right-hand side and see no football again. Josh Curran, Kiraz. So Kiraz is the big one here, 61 points. He had a lot of offloads, a lot of runs. It was the Kiraz of old. I mean, he looked big, he looked strong. He was putting Marju under all sorts of fucking pressure with the kicks. It was very annoying owning Marju, and of course fucking Kiraz had to be contesting every ball. Pretty much every other winger in the comp like fucking doesn't contest, but against Marju, Kiraz is there fucking making it so difficult. It was an absolute nightmare watching it. But yeah, Kiraz obviously like a big watch. I mean, he's got a bye this week. He then goes into Rabbits, Bronx, Gold Coast. He does play the first major bye, but yeah, I mean, Kiraz is an absolute keeper. If he is fit, if his back's good, then he'd be a great pickup. Hopefully he drops a bit of cash. That'd be nice. I mean, it's hard to see him dropping that much cash because he just gets in to do so much work, and he just needs like one attacking stat, and he's going at like 70, 80 plus easy. And not much else doing. And then the Knights, Elliott's. I mean, Thomas can't. He played in the centres this game. Still looked really good. Again, it's the Kartonga situation. I think I'm just gonna let Kant go. Like, it's just like CHEAPIES will be back this week, so we'll know if Kant is gonna be on the edge. But then Lucas won't be like that far away. You'll get probably a good couple of price rises, but again, you're gonna have to trade him out. It could be one of those ones where like he gets the spot and then there's always like something going on with the other edge. Like Pierce Paul's out injured and then Lucas is out again. So if you pick him up, you could get rewarded. Like he's an absolute fucking gun, but I don't know if I can trust the role, and I don't know. I don't think I could, unfortunately. Anyone else? I mean, Fletcher Sharp 43 was pretty poor as well. I mean, the Knights were just poor as a whole, really. Brad Mabest 25. Not much else to talk about there, unfortunately. That'll wrap up the game day. So again, we're looking good. We're looking good going into the next few weeks. We definitely can start holding a couple of trades. Not too many. You know, there's still some big options. We still have 500k in the bank, so we need to use it. So yeah, there's quite a bit to like here. So yeah, hopefully you guys are enjoying the content. Make sure to like and comment. Hopefully you guys had a good week as well. Obviously, yeah, if you captain Gutho, you did. If you didn't, maybe not, but that's the way it goes, unfortunately. But yeah, hopefully you guys are enjoying. I'll see you guys in the next one.